Okay, well, welcome back to Spellbound Kingdoms.
Howdy doody,
Hello.
everyone.
Oh, and guess what? I don't have the right thing selected. Come on. Capture the thingamabob. Only one there. Why are you not grabbing it? There we go. Stupid machine. If we can get this actually. Was it? Okay. Technical difficulties straight off the bat, but yeah, that's my fault.
Good times.
Welcome back. So, you guys are in the woods, having just destroyed some chicken raptors. Only slightly
Lots of
poisoned.
chickens.
And lots of chickens, yes. So yeah, only slightly poisoned.
At least they weren't goose raptors.
Oh no, you wouldn't survive the goose raptors. The goose
None of
raptors
us
when you're
survived
higher
the
level.
No. Mm-mm.
Correct. Yeah. The goose strobe will have to wait. The goose rex.
Goosasaurus rex.
Yes.
Yeah,
I don't think of goose hydra, but frankly, that too is also terrifying. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
You can hear the honking through the entirety of the forest as they
Oh
thrash
no, they're in
about.
league with the clowns.
Yep, that's
Damn
me
it.
taking notes.
What do you think the clowns ride in? We think the clowns ride in on.
Ostriches.
Ostriches. They're
I
funnier.
don't think ostriches honk though.
No, the clowns do that for them.
Anyway,
Just to give kind of Almouse a
Huh?
game that actually has like clowns riding ostriches.
Nice.
which
I
game
mean, I would
is
have
that
thought clown
again?
cars, you know.
Carnival.
Carnival.
Clowns.
All right.
Just so I can find a picture.
Bloody clowns.
We have successfully derailed the GM.
No, it's fine. It's not that bad.
Inspired, not derailed. Inspired.
Alright, right. Anyway, so what are your evil plans?
We're supposedly trying to figure out we're going towards the cannibals, right?
I'm not going to say evil. We're doing exactly what we were asked to do.
I mean,
Also-
if doom is a known factor, I'm sure that their doom is would probably be less closer to their home. So we got a good idea of if we're getting the spooky vibe, we're probably going in the wrong direction.
Good point.
Since we're inside their effective cordon.
Tentatively, I mean, if these were either pets or tolerated animals of the cannibals, go the direction they came from. They probably kept them somewhere nearby.
We
No,
did
they
ask.
effectively
None of them
surrounded
had
us.
collars on, right?
A quick look at the corpses and no.
Didn't think so.
I mean, effectively, you don't just set your territory up right outside your territorial markers outside of your encampments. You set them up at the effective reach of your influence.
Which they did.
So these things being wild within their lands is perfectly possible. But do we have any skills that were? Is it possible to attempt a tracking roll or some sort, Gray, with my great hunt, using my great hunt history?
Yes?
So, would that be a reason for the D4 as well?
Yep.
Versus Doom?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me try there, And
So,
then what's the Doom
Doom of
threshold I'm
3.
looking for? Okay. Alright, so
Nice mid-level Doom.
nice in between room.
So do them high enough you won't kill yourself by tripping on a flight of stairs in your one-story house.
Alright, so I got a 6.
Yep.
I can
One-story house just to
probably locate their trails that they use, I'm sure.
Yes, you found the chicken run.
Mm-hmm.
And can easily start following that back.
Good fellows, it seems as if they may have come from this direction. I think that if they're at all domesticated as harrowing troops, they would be released from the central camp and coming along this path.
Yes, let us
Sorry.
head towards the source of the dangerous animals.
Domesticated chicken raptors.
I
I
mean,
mean, the
you
domestic
don't really.
part
Well,
improved.
domestication doesn't really mean like they're pets. It's more the fact that they could just be, kept and let loose.
Seeing
like,
as their first
attack
action of
hounds.
these chicken raptors was to try and kill and eat us, I'm pretty sure they're not domesticated.
I mean, these do the same thing with hounds when you rile them up and send them off for hunting.
Again,
If these were dogs, it would be the same thing. Are you going to just roll reason rolls at me about how that's a dumb idea or something, or are we just going to get going?
I mean, I can. It's definitely
But
one of my options.
Your basic options are follow the kind of not quite hidden path, or
think-
follow the chicken run.
I think we should keep going the way we were going when we were on the way.
That's
that
what
we
I
were
was
pretty
doing.
sure was there.
That's where I was talking about was the path, not the chicken run. Great.
No,
like,
you're chasing the
For
chickens,
the people.
and I don't know why.
I didn't mean to
Great.
chase the chickens. I was
Great.
saying
Is it possible to roll stealth to get away from these two?
Yes.
Okay.
No, my reason is too high.
we are.
You haven't seen my quickness.
I just rolled reason. Go try it.
I did.
Ah, well, I can't see where you've gone.
Right, so the blue-skinned assassin disappears into the woods as you two are arguing over which way to go.
I
Right.
mean, he's going to at least signal
That's
to the
where
I'm
white
not-
before he
came
goes.
from.
I'm not arguing for I did not mean to go towards the chickens. I wanted to go towards the cannibals.
All right. What would we
Guys,
base
throw my hands
perception
up
off
in the
for
air.
this? Let's see.
Perception is reason.
All right. So, Serpentis, roll me a reason as you disappear into the woods.
Reason,
Good luck
you say.
avoiding the
Very well.
punky sticks.
That sounds reasonable.
No. Just whatever's occurring, I don't see it.
Your rationale.
I'm too focused on getting away from you. Okay.
Hi.
Maybe I do see it.
Sorry,
Oh.
Gray wins because his dice was bigger.
Oh, defenders win ties. Damn it.
No, the
Unless you had a bonus
dice.
dice or something from something.
It would be hard to justify. Like, the only thing I could do is lower the doom by 1, which won't work here because, yeah, we both on
Opposed.
1s.
Yeah.
So, you know.
All
How
right.
do you name
You're kind of disappearing. You listen to the sounds of like this way, no chickens this way, no, and you'll kind of step forward, and a sword will come up to your throat. Think you lost.
Guys, we're looking for.
Sorry, what did you say, Greg? Think you're.
Think you lost. And you kind of look round, and you're surrounded by several like dark-skinned men in furs.
Human men, I take it. We're
Human,
not talking
oh,
sort
yes.
of other fellow.
I see that you
Balders,
separated
okay.
yourself from the group and now are much more easy to pick off.
Fortunately. Yes.
Is that just him surrounded, or is that all of us?
That's him.
Well,
Just
you
him.
two are bickering with each other. I have no idea what's going on with that.
I've thrown my hands up in the air and I'm leaving.
I'm just going the path we were taking for the cannibals.
Added, what
Yes.
are we doing?
Arndt's just standing there quietly because he's sticking with the two of them because that's more.
Valid. Yeah, well, somewhat lost, but I think I found who I was looking for.
Odd. Most people don't want to come with us. All right, come on, back to the others. We've got them nicely surrounded already.
Yeah, let me guess. They're still debating with each other. Figured that would probably happen. Oh well.
No?
We're going
Oh
on.
no, that's me talking to the dudes. Because I presume currently I'm still stuck with these guys over in Forest Clearing 2, so. Or wherever.
All right. So, he kind of moves you out. You step out into the clearing. You can feel like there's bows and stuff like that on you. And the man that walks out is like, "See, you didn't take our warning back there." So, What are you doing here, and why are you so desperate to be eaten?
We're here to just to get you. Unfortunately, good sir, we're here for the sake of politics.
Politics.
Politics. You know how politics are. Whenever the politics abhor a vacuum, and someone whose not opinion is not solicited is the first thing people seek out when soliciting opinions. So we're here to take a census.
A census.
Yes.
That's not why we're here.
Well, we're here to cast their opinion on the current situation back at camp. So
No.
we're here to ask them why they're not showing up at the Great Moot, where everybody is supposed to be showing up.
that's the top.
guys get to
That's the top
choose.
question. That's the top question of the census form.
You know nothing of my work.
Well, no, we don't, and that's besides the matter.
I'm sure you. Well, then I'm sure you could ask them the questions better than I can, sir.
Well, you have been invited to the moot, but you have not come. Why?
We have our reasons. But I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to turn back.
And I'm afraid we must insist on talking to your leadership.
Thought this might happen. Okay. We got basic rules around here. You want to get past us? You have to go through our champion. You lose against our champion, and he will eat you. So, who would like to fight Kronk? Oh, Kronk! And then this huge mountain of a man kind of steps out.
Talking like taller than 9 foot, or are we talking sort of still within the means of human reason?
Like
oh, good God, he's that big!
Yes! This is like Conan the Barbarian style barbarian.
He takes up 40 squares!
Yeah.
That's as many as 4 tens, that's terrible.
All
That's
right,
not his token, obviously. That's just
I
a
know,
picture.
I know.
But yeah. He kind of rumbles forward. It's like, who fights Kronk?
Alright, well, thought exercise.
I mean,
It's like kind of looking back and forth, seeing who's going to be visible. And he's kind of got a wicked kind of mace in his hand.
I don't have head explode magic.
Let's it is charisma to for social combat, right, Gray?
Yep.
Ah, my weakness.
Let's see, that's a D8 for going against. I wouldn't want to one-man such a tiny fellow. He looks minuscule to me. What is this is your giant you speak of?
Ah, social combat.
He's taken aback.
Maybe you could go get his maybe you could get this child his mother. I think that would be so much more beneficial for this. He looks lost.
Kronk does look at the other guy. Can he do any better? See, the other guy's going to step forward at this point. Look, you can't go around insulting people.
Well, no, we
I'm
can't,
not
but he
insulting. This
can.
is merely a description. You want me to fight your champion, and this man looks fairly demeaned. Like I feel so sorry for him. Oh, goddamn.
Okay.
Oh, wait. I'm gonna tap an inspiration.
Ooh.
I'm gonna tap my well.
You're supposed to do this before the dice roll, but we'll let it pass.
Damn, sorry.
No, we'll let it pass this time. We're still learning.
Well, this is so wait, how is this supposed to work though?
Right,
Get your
okay.
hard dice.
Yeah, you roll your heart dice.
Okay.
Can't use it in-
Roll D6 as well.
No.
Ooh.
Oof. Alright, take a point of mood damage. It's kind
Fair
of like,
enough.
we can tell you're a talker, not a fighter. I mean, you look like you're a big man, but nah, it's all talk, isn't it? All bluster. All the looks and none of the charm.
Well,
Not the charm. Not yeah. All the looks and none of the bluster.
Well, Arnold stepped forward, drawing on his history of being a government worker and saying, "We are official representatives of the revolutionary government, and you seek to attack us? You draw the ire of officials beyond your reckoning."
Oof. Solid 8 there.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, nothing he can do about that.
No.
So how much mood damage have I done this far, by the way? Just for
You've done a fair chunk. They're looking very worried about this. It's kind of like, Krog just want to hit something. Krog's here to hit.
Yeah, I tell you what, the Prom could be here to hit plenty of things. Just maybe the people the barbarians who are waiting on you to attend and do your job as a tribe, standoffish as you are, might well be. Because remember, at the end of the day, we're not here to kill each other. We're here to kill the Empire. And there's plenty of Imperials to go around bonking. Just so long as, you turn up.
All right, roll me your reason, charisma, Sorrentus.
Okay, before I roll the dice,
Yep.
I'm going to pop my racial ability here. Oh,
yeah?
no, wait, hang on, this is a post check. Doom doesn't matter. No,
Yeah.
disregard that thought. Fair enough. Reason, isn't it, for this?
Yeah.
Or is it
Charisma for social.
Yay!
Yeah, and that pops him. Right. Okay. Yeah, well, we'll take you through. Kronk can eat you later. Come on, Kronk.
They just throw their heads. If you're not going to be in the spirit of it,
Yeah. So, we're just getting in trouble. Come on.
Kronk doesn't want to fight these people. They're mean.
Yeah. No, actually, as soon as this happens, kind of Kronk just kind of dropped, puts the mace on his shoulder. It's like, damn it.
Oh.
Do you know what? I owe you 10 and then, mate. And it's kind of his demeanor changes. Like the stupidness that was being portrayed, it just disappears, and he's kind of like, yeah, that works most of the time.
Yeah, no, in all fairness. If we weren't coming here with orders from above, it probably would have worked. Try again next time.
Oh yeah, no, I'm still going to get a police.
Yeah.
well,
We'll see.
Later than sooner, good sir. We just want to move along here.
All right.
We have these forms to fill out.
Come on, follow. At least you're going into the camp. It'll be much easier to get you on the oven there.
Very single-minded, aren't they?
I mean, it's a shtick. You guys just got to keep playing. When you have a fiddle, you might as well play it, right?
No,
Exactly,
no.
you took
When you
into
have
the
a
jungle.
fiddle, you beat someone to death with it. It's a fiddle. It's a disgusting instrument.
All right.
I looked it up. You can definitely use inspiration after you roll,
Okay, that's fine.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
which makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You haven't had to pop any mood yet, so
Mm.
should only be 1 point of mood loss, which isn't too bad for that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down to 2 mood, mainly because I didn't start with the highest hearts. I started with high strength and charisma.
Okay. You're led through, surrounded by a band of fur-dressed barbarians, which is pretty much not much different from your normal day.
Okay.
So,
So we're also a band of fur-dressed barbarians, mostly.
So like cannibalism and all that stuff. How do you do it these days? Like, is it special kind of cooking or something? Because I heard that they give you the shivers and so forth.
Oh, you just don't eat the brain.
The brain.
The brain,
that's it?
yeah. No, we figured that out a while ago. Plus, it's not actually that common. First, most people don't come here. It's more of kind of a ritual thing.
No, really.
Close relatives, stuff like that.
I mean, fair enough. But how do you know you don't get communicables? And so, I mean, Cord is going to engage them in polite conversation while they go along.
Oh, just to make sure everything's
showing
properly
interest.
cooked.
Like cooked.
Yeah. I mean, sorry, we're not barbarians. Well, we are barbarians, obviously, but no.
We're not
about to
savages.
say-
Savages,
Savages,
good sir, you mean
yeah.
savages, yes. Besides the one who's the savage over there. I'm a
savage
savage.
squad over there.
I mean, Kronk.
Savage is a
Kronk's
class.
an amazing cook. Yeah.
Oh, really?
But most of the time-
I mean, sure, everything probably he deals with is well tenderized.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Amazing baker. I mean, lifting those flour sacks.
Ah, there it is. Page.
Okay. You'll enter into a village. It's pretty well hidden amongst the trees. They obviously live quite well amongst nature. Kind of like they don't tend to cut many trees down. They just tend to build like trees using corner posts and stuff like that. So very managed bit of forest you walked into.
It's a very well manicured bit of bonsai around.
Yeah. And you walk into a more standard cleared area, which is obviously not much of a living area. It seems to be more of a social gathering and stuff like that. So they'll kind of lead you in and kind of take you up to the big longhouse style structure in the middle, and knock on the door and say, "Gertrude, you in?" And they'll kind of, yeah, okay, we'll take you in. So,
You're the escort, gentlemen.
lost. Where's the sheet gone? Oh, it's just renamed blank. Okay.
Ah, the powerful chieftain of blank.
I mean, yes.
Looks like that last edit didn't save.
Ah,
Hang
Right.
on, where's blank?
Okay. The room is pretty standard.
It's
kind
like
of
your
just like-
grand's. It looks like a in between an office and your grand's house.
Yeah, very much your grand's house. The walls covered in tapestries. It's bundled up. There's a fire going. And there is a older lady sitting in a chair. Okay.
A rocking
Come
chair? Does a chair rock?
on. No, it's just a standard chair. She's kind of sewing. She does stuff. Where's it gone? There we go. Load up the picture. Safety use data. Well, that doesn't help me, does it? Oh, there we go.
ooh, that's a haircut and a belt headband. My God, I'm getting Final Fantasy protagonist vibes, Terran.
Nope, he's an NPC.
Hmm.
From the
Wait,
ninth
that's
gaming
from
series.
Final Fantasy 9, isn't
9.
it?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I
It
remember
did seem
Blanc.
like that.
Yeah.
Belts everywhere.
Yes. Belt head.
Okay, you're talking about something in Discord. Discord.
Sorry.
No, Discord. Discard, take that image out of your mouth.
You
What's
don't know
your
where it's
image on
been.
so?
All right. So, another lady, headband, lots of furs. Okay, they've all got slightly yellowy eyes.
Jaundice does it to you.
Yeah. And she'll kind of motion
Can't-
to you to sit down. So, come on, sit down.
I will sit.
All right. So, who's doing the talking for you?
Look at Cord.
Mm,
He's the chosen
Come
one.
on, speak
He's
up,
chosen.
speak up. You know,
Go
I
ahead,
ain't got much
chosen
time
one.
left, and I don't want to spend too much of it talking with strangers.
Oh,
I like this one.
It's unfortunate. Yeah.
No one?
I just give me a moment. I'm trying to organize my thoughts.
Claps her hands, and a younger woman disappears out.
I do apologize that we're just coming to solicit your opinion on and position on a matter that you know the big hubbub these days. It's just the fact that we all gotten together to go and give the Empire a bit of a thrubbing.
Why are we letting him
And-
talk again?
How do the rest of you volunteered?
You're late for the moot. So you get the deciding vote when you show up. There, I said the things.
Oh, the moot. Seems like a lot of effort for nothing. That's kind of like the girl reappears and brings a tray of cold cut meats and kind of lays the tray in front of you. She'll kind of grab some and then motion for you to eat.
Any mustard?
What's
Where's
the
my
role to
reason
assess
check?
whether or not this is human?
Well, Cord will have
Besides
a
a
go.
taste test, obviously.
I don't know. It's quite hard.
If it's well cooked, who gives a shit?
Well, I
Corey will
beat
have
the
a-
Doom check. Looks like Cobra chicken to me.
Yeah. So this is obviously social combat. Yeah.
Oh god.
She's watching you. Yeah. Welcome to social combat with Cannibal Grandma.
Yeah, that's not really a sentence I
Yes.
wanted to ever hear, to be honest.
What I've been
Well-
looking forward to saying all week.
Yeah, I get that. I'll put that in the
Well-
out of context
Well,
channel
then
later.
Cord will gracefully will pick up a piece of meat and pull out his own reserve of dipping mustard.
Gotta have mustard.
What was that you read? Red? Gold?
What was it? Oh, that was an 8
That's a
What
piece of
skill?
charisma, I'm assuming.
for charisma.
Ah.
As I am sampling it without any hesitation.
All right. She'll reach out and grab some as well.
All
All
right,
right.
I'm gonna.
Do you
is
want?
this
Do you
the
want?
post-
I will proffer her my jar of mustard. Do you want some? It goes really well with most things. It's a family secret recipe.
Works.
How do you name your stuff? By the way,
Hang on, I'm posting macros.
Valid.
I'm just going to keep mine random because, yeah. Mine's
My,
going
my-
to change too much.
my father brought the seeds from when he joined the tribe, and we've been growing it pretty regularly. It's some nice it's a nice tangy brown taste.
Okay. She will actually take some. Wow. Yeah. So,
It's a bit zesty. I know. Well, but anyway, as you say.
so,
Oops, sorry.
What-
Let's try and fix that.
so,
No, it's just me trying to name the thing. So yeah, that's how you do it.
I know this isn't what actually Arn is doing, but I just now have the image of Arn putting it up underneath his mask and it just sticking to the inside the mask, so he doesn't have to. Just sort of.
But as you know, but as we've said, when unfortunately the moot has come to an impasse on a tactical matter, and they seem to have been be at each other's throats. So they're looking to find any dividing vote or casting vote they can. You're the only one not there, so you've gotten the pride of place.
must be desperate they're calling for us. I mean,
Well, it's either you or they start killing each other.
I can see some advantages to that. The truth being, we're kind of tied up with these stupid things that are pestering us.
Hmm?
They're chicken
tell.
raptor things. They appeared a few months ago, and we can't figure out where they're coming from, where they're nesting, and they just keep coming in waves.
I'm from where you guys. I mean, we ran into these on the way there. I found a bit of their runs before, but unfortunately, that was not really what we were up to about. Do you need some help with tracking and so forth?
Well, I've got people out there tracking, but if you could go out there and clear it, yeah, might be able to spare some of my men if I don't have to protect the villages.
Well,
Probably make the
less
journey.
I mean,
break
it's
your
less that
deadlock.
your. I think it's okay. So yeah, make for the break that deck log and get yours. Okay, yeah, that sounds good. What about you? Anyone else here have anything you want to say, Mister? I hear you say of being a part of a bureaucracy, Mister Sendal. Do you wish to have a way in?
Well, are we going to do this favor, or should we just twist her arm?
Twist. Do you have any? I mean, you respect your elders, good sir. Would you want to twist an arm an old lady?
Is it a day ending in Y?
To be fair, it's generally
Well, yes, it
easier.
is.
It's generally easier that way. But
That seems
the older the arm, the easier. Don't ask me.
Well, Arn's going to use his racial ability, just take a long sniff behind his mask, and see if this old woman has any fears.
Ah. No. She's got no real fear. She's got the standard occasional
Typical
fears, but
Arnhem.
nothing, no crippling fears.
Yep, no capital F fears, no dark
she's-
history.
No, she's got the standard, not got Flanders spider style type of thing, but nothing that you can use.
She's not drawn any power from fear on her own for her own sake.
Well, I mean, the idea of fear is like it's indies. Why does it have to be snakes? It's like some inspiration to get past some obstacle
Yeah.
in this system.
Yeah, she has not weaponized fear for her own fears yet. Because inspiration is hard to take. Fears you can take at any time.
Yeah, it's kind of a get out of jail free card. But okay, if she doesn't have any, Arn will just breathe out softly and say, "She's resolute. We should do the favor."
Well, we've already killed some of these birds. I suppose what's a few more?
Excellent.
It's fair. I mean, I'm always more amenable for it to be amenable to be amenable. There's no real reason for rudeness between us. If all you want is some dead chickens, I can more than happy to. But I have a question. Have you guys dealt with any other they seem to be a bit venomous. Have you you guys done anything about their poison yet? Have you found anything else about it?
Not yet. We've lost a few people to it. Yeah, seems to be pretty nasty.
It's unfortunate. I have a little bit in my system. I'll make do.
We can have one of our doctors have a look at you.
Yeah. If you would be so kind, it'd be nice. Thank you so much. I'm sure they'll be able to dress me up nicely and find out what I pair well with.
Oh, we always know what you pair well with.
I'm sure. Take and keep this jar. It's a bit of a peace offering.
I won't
If
say
I-
no.
if you
It's not
find-
like
if
we
you-
get much in the way of condiments out here.
If you find me dead in the woods, you feel free to use it with me.
Honest, yeah, you look a bit stringy.
Corded is more of it. It's winning week.
But yeah, but if you find anything in the woods, it'll probably be too far gone to be in there any use. Let's say the whole
I have a-
cannibalism thing isn't. We play it up. We don't like people visiting. But mostly it was like a bad winter, and it kind of spiraled from there.
Any kind of stuck. The reputation kind of stuck.
Yes, a reputation, especially one you're willing to act on, is always a good thing.
What is real quick? What was the large gentleman? What's the name again?
Wrong.
I have a quick question because I just noticed something. Are you Krunk's mother?
Grandmother.
Fine. Good to hear. He was a fine gentleman. Just to let you know.
Yeah, he's done a good job for us. He's a big lad, and he's
I
quite
could tell.
useful in that way.
Yeah, it's very intimidating. Anyway, let's go and let's make about this. It's been enjoyable meeting you.
Yes. Hopefully you come back with no problems. If you do die, try and scream and let our guys know where you are.
Oh, we'll do our best.
Fair enough.
You walk out of the hut and Kronk will be there, kind of sharpening some blades and then cutting open what's obviously a cow, but yeah, he does the kind of like I'm watching you thing.
Cord will give him a
And
nice
then
wave.
he twirls his fantastic mustache. Because, of course, he's got a fantastic mustache. Because, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Right, the other guys will kind of take you to the edge of the village and kind of give you a general hint. Right, so northwards is where we've had the most attacks. So we think they're in that direction, but we've not been able to track them down.
Is it possible to get that just even get that little bit of treatment for the little bit of damage I had?
So this would be, what do they call it? A fixer.
Right?
Yeah.
Good guys, you're fixers.
Yep. Yeah. So fixers in this game aren't the kind of we're gonna fix you up, as opposed to we're gonna sell your stuff.
The social, not the social phase type.
Yeah.
The
person.
repair
He's
fixer, not the hey, you guys need a fix.
Yep. Right.
Go.
Quick fix.
Not share macros.
Yeah, it'd be a quick fix.
Mm-hmm.
Which, yeah, works pretty well. Clears out the poison.
Yes, good to just get a quick purge going before we go back out.
Yeah.
How do you thin or get rid of the borders when you're making a?
If you go to fill and set your transparency to 0.
Oh, okay. Wish I can just set that. I wish I can.
I wish I could default it. I don't think I can for text.
You mean fill opacity?
Yeah.
Because there's texture, fill color.
It's
How
just
do you
have...
set the transparency to 0?
So go to fill and just the fill opacity, just drag it all the way down to the 0.
Okay, there we go. This is to know. All right, just want to make sure.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, anyone else need? I think it's only this guy who got eaten up a little bit.
Yeah, I got an armor break, but I didn't actually get any damage beyond that, so I should be okay.
My armor's okay. My armor is okay now.
Okay.
Mhm.
So heading out into the woods and heading towards the target area, the doom is going to increase to 4 now.
Okay.
All right.
See, gentlemen, we were going to need to find the chickens anyway.
Are you
This is the
backtracking to the
exact
previous
opposite.
one, or are you striking out again?
I think we can
I'm
backtrack.
thinking we go in the direction that they pointed us.
Well, north was the thing, but we found where they were coming from beforehand. We found one of their runs, so we could track from there. If north is here's the thing, they say north, but they haven't really found them, so they could be actually wrong themselves. You know,
Hmm.
if you're looking in a direction and you're not finding it, you may not be looking the right way.
True.
True, and if you found a
Right.
trace of a run, I suggest we try that. And if that fails, then we just go north.
So I was reaching my drink and I just hit F5, so you'll have to log back in, I'm afraid.
No worries.
Oh,
So I just hit the key, the one key on my keyboard, though, restart Foundry.
Of course.
Can I suggest that we have like a thing somewhere in here that just says what the doom is, so we have it on hand as a reference,
What
like a
the doom?
sidebar or something?
like a counter, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that would work.
Do you have a counter module or something like that we can toggle up and down? Or we can just do as we do everything else. You just put a range on screen and just pull a circle up and down it.
Yeah, but we're going to be changing the screens regularly.
True.
Calendar
Calendar is what I'm thinking.
or something like that.
Where is that calendar? Simple calendar. This will need to reload. So, sorry for this. Doink.
We
Manage modules.
It's all good.
Yeah, and oh, they've moved stuff around. Simple calendar, configure calendar. Gorian.
I mean, if we take the Doom all the way up to 30, that will be special kind of spicy.
It only reduced the doom by so much, guys. Let's not let it get to 30.
I can get a second one.
A second Doom?
A second reduction, yeah.
Because Islanders could
Islander.
reduce it by 1.
Space people can reduce doom. That's why it's so nice in space.
Yeah, right. Where's the calendar? Where can I pop it out? I used this all the time before.
Oh, we'll look at this. We can look at this in the future. We can.
Yeah, we'll worry about it now. All right. So you disappear into the jungle. So, as I said before, are you backtracking or are you striking out in a new path?
I say we can backtrack to that previous run because that's where active chickens came from. So
Yeah, it's a good bet.
Yeah.
All right. So we need another reason check, but you can have I was about to say you can have an upgrade.
Oh,
Hmm.
nice. So I could roll the d10 there.
You can
Oh, a dice upgrade. Okay,
dice
right.
upgrade because you're using already known track.
Ah, gotcha. Okay, in
just
that
to
case,
relocate it.
I'm going to reduce the Doom by 1 for this scene for myself.
Okay.
So I'll be rolling against Doom 3 because I'm only rolling against a D6 for this because my reason's not.
It was Doom 4, right? Before. you
Yeah.
said?
Yes, we're currently on Doom 4 unless you have ways of manipulating.
I mean, Hotbin just picked it up again.
Yeah, your hands on it as well.
Hey.
It's quite a nice, easy path you found. And it does go kind of east more than north. And yeah,
I mean, either there's multiple nests, or they know enough to circle around their main area. Because what were they? If I take out this chart and plot the places that we know of north and now east, it seems that they've at least got their camps around it in some form. One can surmise.
Possibly. Or it could be both.
Let's see. Would be a reason check plus. Well, we'll take my tracking history into it, so it's another 4, right?
so it'd be
Yeah, it wouldn't. It wouldn't work out. Yeah.
Well, when you have multiple dice in the pool, you roll them all and take the highest result.
Yep, that's what I was doing. So 2. So no, not good for Doom.
all right.
At least for me.
Well, you can spend a point of mood to get the maximum result on a die, so it just takes you longer, you get tired, but you succeed.
Or you can get lost in the woods, surrounded by murder chickens.
I mean, Terry already founded it. I mean, most people already succeed on it, right? Or this needs a
Muted,
max number of successes.
I got a 7. I rolled pretty hot there.
So, yeah, you track this through the woods, going pretty well. Moving Cord back on the right path. He's starting to believe he's not the great hunter that he said he was.
I mean, I've had a great hunt. Being a great hunter is an entirely different thing.
It's also true.
Yeah.
So, yeah, after a while you will find more definite tracks. And yeah, you see them increasing in numbers. This is definitely becoming a much more of a thoroughfare.
Seems like this is where they're branching. This is their truncating tour rather than branching off of.
Yeah, and you can see where kind of these runs are starting to merge together.
Well, gentlemen, we seem that we have a decent idea of which way they're coming from. So this is not nearly as north as I thought it would be. Well, anyone want ready to spit some chickens? Or do you want to go back and let them know that which way we found them at? Was it
found them
finding
yet.
them or dealing with them? Was it what we were
Dealing with.
Okay, let's go and handle them then.
Okay.
On
This
the bright side, it guarantees us dinner that's not.
So, yeah. At least you know where your next meal's coming from.
Well, exactly.
Might be slightly toxic, but yeah.
Johannes, do you think you could lead us in closer stealthily, as one would say? give us a
Give it a couple.
hand, making sure we can surprise these chickens?
Give it a good Republican try.
All right. Yeah.
Actually, come to think of it, this is just for fluff reasoning, but actually, now I stop and think about it, the intelligent thing to do to sneak up on the chickens wouldn't be to walk along the ground. It would be to clamber up a tree and go from treetop to treetop to treetop. So I can sort of get the drop on them quite literally. But that's just fluff. That's how I'm going to do it.
Hmm.
Scuttle up and scuttle us.
So, with that, you will hear sounds of bickering and kind of horrific noises from the distance. And it just sounds like the equivalent of clucking and roaring at the same time.
Okay, squawking, not like I thought like by bickering, like someone was taming these things.
No, more like animals bickering amongst each other.
I see you rolled something.
Of course I rolled something. I got to roll something. There might not be anything important. I might just be rolling just to keep you guys panicking.
No, it's
Never
tough.
panic when you roll. Only when you roll very, very weird. Like that.
Yeah.
You see a 2 followed by a 10. That's weird.
A D20, huh? Okay. Great. Fantastic.
Right. So, are you coming on the ground? Are you trying to go trees approach?
I'm going up the trees.
All right. Give me a
I can
quickness.
climb trees.
Um,
Sure, I can climb trees.
Quick.
This won't end badly. Ah, this is not a tree.
Nice.
Okay.
I guess if that's the way we're doing it, I shall also ascend tree ward. We have to beat 4s, right?
So, arm and your hands disappear up the trees. Cord and Brand kind of make a lot of noise, crack, crunch, going up.
Now I
Right.
stop and think about it. The bright blue person in a treetop might be slightly obvious, but we'll make it work.
Honestly, you're absolutely wrong colour for an assassin in this area.
Yeah,
Or is
it
he,
works better in cool cities. That's my excuse.
or would it be like how can I put this, like a distract, like in dazzle camo? You know, you never see it, so you never think to realize it. You know.
Could well be. Could well be.
Right. So, Johan. You
Yes.
and and Arn, from the top of the trees, you'll be able to look out and see that a lot of this area has been ripped up. Like several trees have been taken out, and there seems to be a path ripped into the jungle. Well, not jungle, forest. Sorry.
Okay. Does it look like, say, the tracks on the ground? Is it like it's just a lot of chickens? Sorry, not chickens. A lot of velociraptors running around. Does it look like something bigger?
Something
Same
much
difference.
bigger. It's taken trees out.
Something that could shoulder trees aside.
Well, I imagine this is what's riling up the chickens. Probably going after the cannibals because something's going after their hunting. Finally, something worth killing around here. Jesus.
Alright. If this is something worth killing, it's absolutely massive.
I point you to one of my motivations, which is thrill of the kill.
Okay.
This is a good time for your hands. Probably not for anyone else, but you know. So this might require a roll, but can I you know how you can sort of extrapolate from the size of a footprint
Oh yeah.
how big a creature is?
Yeah. Give me a
Roughly
reason
speaking.
roll.
Sure.
With a negative on this.
So one die is smaller.
Okay, one dice.
No.
Fair enough.
Yeah. One die smaller. Yeah.
It's a die size smaller, so he's rolling, but he's
Yeah.
still rolling against a 3, right?
That's what I was going to say. So if this is still the same scene, I'm rolling against a 3,
Yes.
but I am now rolling a 1d3. Okay. Because
Well,
1d3s are a thing in this, aren't they?
4.
Well, I'm on 4 currently, so I'd be going down. Oh, okay.
Yeah, now this is probably something that was about like 10, 12 meters across, looking at the width that's been bit through the jungle.
Out of character, it probably could be something that came up from underground. Maybe a new pit to the underground has opened up around here. Or do we call the underground like the underground or the hollow, or what do we call the under earth?
I don't.
We didn't call it a name, whatever you want to call it.
I would, you know what? Just for the heck of it, I'm gonna dub it the hollow.
Okay. No one else calls it that
Why not?
because no one else calls it that.
Well, the microscope sheet is called Inner Earth.
Yeah.
I didn't think we would have to come up with the slang terms of the microscope. Sure, fire enough.
The inner. Okie doke then. Does it look like there's an exit to this clearing that this monster has made? Or is it just there's only one way in? We happen to
It goes
be
in two
somewhat-
directions, but it seems to be like a line.
This is where I really wish I had my old compass, because actually, if we could work out roughly what direction the village is in, I might be able to work out roughly where we were. But yeah, fine. For now, then, I'll just pop back to the rest of the party and brief them on this. What I've seen. So we could try and chase this thing down on one of its runs, or if it comes through here regularly, we could try and set up an ambush at this clearing if it comes through here fairly often.
You think this may have displaced a previous species, or it's just the
I think it's what's
Oh.
riling up the Velocichicken. Because if this is a recent, Velocichickens probably wouldn't have gone after an organized tribe before Big Beastie here starts
This-
out competing.
yeah, well, basically forcing him out of the thing. Yeah, well, we
Yeah.
can give it a shot if we can catch it alone.
I favor an ambush.
An ambush, you say?
Yeah,
can-
I mean, I know it's
we can
not
s-
technically on paper what they're expecting, but if we ambush and kill this thing that's riling up the Velocichicken, they'll have a lot easier time dealing with the Velocichickens after.
Yeah, so probably go back to their previous feeding grounds.
What?
Just kind of think of how one would set up an ambush for such a creature. Do you think we can acquire some of its? Well, if it would be a scavenger, would it not? If there would be something, it would be.
No, you're
Find
right.
out where it's going to go, and we get there first. How
We'd
else would
want
you
to be
ambush
taking it to
something?
somewhere we previously prepared for it.
Oh, we can do that. Aren't there still the carcasses of the Velocichickens we killed? First clearing. Go and get them and dump them out here. It might draw it to come in.
Yeah, it's a plan.
Can do. Probably if they're still there. I'm sure. Hopefully, then
They
they didn't
might not
collect them
be,
when
but it's an idea.
when they were collecting us.
Yes, we can string some vines to limit its mobility.
Another good idea, actually. All right.
Let's see.
Which one of us wants to go and get the chickens? Which one of us would be better at doing the vine?
Well,
We-
what skill would the vine work be? Gray, would that be say a Well, we can also work with another thing too, where we can set up a boulder on a tree to draw upon them. When we're setting traps.
Quickness or strength for this.
I'll go for strength.
Yeah, strength for like lifting and tying, and quickness for like making the hair trigger.
I am going to spin mood to move. I'm just going to spin my move to get that thing to work on the best.
Yep, and I will also spend a point of mood to just succeed.
I have a massive rock up a tree tied to some vines. So when it comes in, we can have a nice big boulder just slam into it.
So
This isn't the worst
somewhere
plan I've
between
heard all
the
week.
camp in Predator and the Ewoks.
Yeah, kinda.
You mean the movie Predator?
Yeah.
Okay.
The scene where they put all the tripwires around the camp and the Predators walk straight in.
It is almost if they don't know the predator understands tripwires and traps. But yeah, no, we're stringing everything up.
Yeah, and it is getting late by this point.
If I had a shovel, I could probably go for a deeper for at least a for a hole, but we don't know the size of this thing. Well, we had to. So how would one? Well, we'll get the food for drawing it.
But I do have alchemist's fire, so
Fire in a forest?
yes, more likely than you'd think.
Oh, what a novel idea!
It's temporal. It's a temperate rainforest.
So usually very damp.
Yeah, basically England.
So
I'm
you're talking
not
like
joking. That's
England-
that's the natural state of English weather. It's a temperate rainforest. Basically,
Yeah, pretty much.
yeah, wet but
Oh, I know.
relatively cold. All right.
It's just weird to appreciate that fact,
So we set up our ambush and wait, I suppose.
Yeah. Are you taking shifts?
Probably
Taking
all.
taking shifts, taking naps.
Yeah,
See if
shit sounds
anything comes
wise.
down this way. We have all the nice dangling chicken raptors on strings.
All right. So, not much happens overnight. And
Good.
who's going to be on shift in the mornings?
Would that be a strength check to be that high, or would it just be who's picking a morning person?
Yeah, we'll pick and then we'll do a check to see how alert you are by that point.
As a wizard and a college student, I am traditionally against mornings.
Fair enough. Well, I'll take the morning slot then.
So you're taking morning.
I'll take the morning slot. Yeah, Johanna as well.
I mean, you are very blue, so you could to blend in at night.
Yeah, stabba-dee, dabba-da.
Is
Reference
it
nobody's going to
wrong
get, but I'll
mention
make it anyway.
Is it wrong to mention your coloring, or is it rude?
No.
I have to ask, sir.
He's blue. What, are
He
you
is
blind?
he is blue, but is it rude to bring it up?
I mean, I could ask if your hair was naturally that color, or you simply dyed
Oh, it
that
is.
way.
It is. It's nice and everything. Like I got it from my mother, actually.
There you go. That's the
Look at
level of
that.
question we're asking here. Yes, Mercurians are blue. I can show you some tattoos which aren't blue if you like, but I think one gets the idea. Yes, it's natural. I haven't gone dunking my head in a bucket of salt.
He's not a
Looking
Celtic.
at the exposed skin,
die.
you cannot see any tattoos that are not blue.
Hey, no, I have some black ink tattoos. Cheek.
It's interesting. I just didn't want to come across as offensive.
Well, try harder next time.
To be
Right.
offensive or
Next,
not
I'll
to
be
offensive?
asking you. Next, I'll be asking him if he ever takes the mask off. Which, by the way, you shouldn't ask.
Like, should I not? I mean, I wouldn't really want to ask.
No, shouldn't.
No.
It's
Rude.
Okay. I don't know exactly how things work on this planet. I'm just going to give you how things go down on my. If people like him are wearing masks, it's for one of two reasons. Either A, they want to keep hidden because it's part of their job. Don't want to talk to people like that because their job is probably pretty nasty. Two, their face is so meshed up from what they were doing, they don't want to have to think about it. Either of these two apply to him. Just let him be.
So you did A and 2 there, so Pentis was just triggered.
I don't love it.
Oh, yeah, I did, didn't I? Sorry.
No, that was
So,
perfect. I love it.
an @ sign for the last part.
I believe you mean hash.
No, it's wingdings for the last part.
That works.
Johannes' his eyes rolled into the back of his head and just wingdings for the last two sentences. Man, that mushroom beer hit different.
Interesting.
I didn't even know you could pronounce
All
that.
right. Give me a strength check, the morning crew.
Julio.
Just to see how alert you are by the time door breaks. Just
That's reasonable.
sitting and waiting.
How am I continuously rolling one on everything?
Right.
I successfully made coffee.
God damn it. Well, to be fair, I was rolling. So I
One
deserve
of my
some.
wizard powers.
So, on record of snoring.
Yeah, after you-
Yeah.
Just Brent, who's apparently not the morning person, is the only one who's up and actually working. So,
I'd
the
like to
rest of you
argue
get
Hannes is
the
probably
shock of your life when one of these tracks suddenly springs. And you just hear as a chicken raptor is kind of flung into the air against the side of a tree, and it just like a sickening kind of meaty.
I pour it a cup of coffee.
And then you kind of look and you see kind of like a run of them, like 10, 15 maybe, just kind of running along away from one end of this kind of path that's been cut through the jungle to the other. And they're just kind of like running along in. There's no like panic or noises. The first one obviously triggered the trap. The rest kind of avoid that area and scuttle up around it. And just kind of run off and then disappear into the distance, into the woods.
Could be there. Which way they were coming from is the question. Could be
They're
their
coming
nest
from the
in the
east.
Looking in that
direction.
direction while drinking coffee.
It's snorting awake from, sleeping through everything. Well, did you see them, guys?
They came from the east, but I don't think anything is immediately behind them.
I wonder if that's where the east is where their nests come from, and this is just the opening hunting party. Maybe we can find their nests.
Reasonable. Better than sitting here all day.
We have not really run into anything that may have been a disruption to the normal thing. So let's see if we can go in that way. Yes, we'll get down from the trees and follow the way they came from.
All right. So, picking through this, you kind of make your way through, and then kind of you can see as you get the kind of destruction, the swathe of destruction is narrowing a little bit, and you can kind of see something up in the distance.
Is it a sinkhole?
No, it looks like a mast.
A
The
what?
mast of a ship.
Mast of a
Just
ship.
checking.
Yeah.
Okey-dokey.
I've had my coffee. Is it an airship?
Yes.
Thought it might be. Sadly, I haven't taken that. I should have taken that history during the break. Oh well.
Oh, hello.
What history? Have you taken a history yet?
Oh, my major was in airship mechanics.
Break on. Oh, did it just end?
Write that down.
Intelligent Brent.
No,
Yes.
also everything is
Joyful
super.
chord.
Everything is super dark.
Oh, have I not got the
Not the
Ownership
light
is
source
still
is not
offline.
here.
I wish I could set that to a default.
That'd be too easy.
No.
All right, so then, Bitchy Johannes. Well, thank you. Thank you so much, Gray.
I don't pick
Isn't
them.
that really kind?
Well,
I don't pick them.
Uh-huh. I'm just living up to the
Hardcore
name.
under Ray.
Hardcore Arn. Is that the lesser-known prequel to Hardcore Henry?
It was a good movie. I liked
it
Hardcore
was a
Henry.
fun movie.
Okay.
Totally bonkers.
Oh,
I mean,
God, yeah.
just as we enjoy them, yeah.
Well, that is... I admit I don't necessarily know airships from this world, but I'm pretty sure that's not how you're meant to land.
Oh yeah, it's wrecked.
Well, thank you. Yes, I think we picked up on that. The giant piece missing from the middle was a... That's not flying anywhere.
Was this
I could
wreck?
probably
Would you say,
fix it.
it seems like a. Would you say this may have sunk then?
Shot down.
Well, we don't really necessarily know.
It was carrying the beasts, and they obviously I got loose.
That would explain a few things, sir. I also notice, and I'm not trying to metagame here, honest, Grey has drawn zones on this map.
Yes, well, that happens.
No reason, I'm sure.
Car.
That was either the most polite Velociraptor I've ever heard, or
Obviously, the
I
polite
say this.
velociraptors are around the cannibals.
Chicken, sorry. Yeah. I say this, Bwok Bwok.
Very English of class. Car. But it's actually saying this.
Pronunciation.
Oh, I say, darling, it seems that lunch has come to us. Oh, that isn't that good. Look at all the others have already headed out today. Oh, shall we eat their faces? Oh, yes, dear.
I don't speak velociraptors.
No, so you just get horrific
we don't
screaming.
See, this is why you need to speak wingdings. This is how you understand this kind of
All
That
right.
doesn't sound beneficial to me.
thing. When in times like this,
No.
useless chicken raptor. Man, someone got the really bad nickname stick to
All right, bitchy.
Yeah, touche.
Well,
I'm living up to my token name, okay?
I'm Joyed.
At least I managed to cool down a bit, yeah?
Eh?
Oh, I'm really flexing my college know-how now.
Well, yes.
All right, so we need to roll quickness for initiative.
Quickness for initiative.
3.
I have a button for that. 4.
So, 4 for 3 for chord. My brain just defaulted to the last person to speak there.
That's reasonable.
And then 4. Johan's got 6 because Johan's a quick little bugger. Arn got a 2.
I'm just waiting for a chase scene because my assassin is on going to be rolling a d10 on this.
Well, if everything goes poorly, we can surely do the chasing later.
Touche.
Okay.
Okay.
Why am I rolling? Who's rolling for me?
Not it.
I'm not. I've just got your token selected. It's the last one in the pile selected.
Oh, right. Okay. Sorry. I was thinking, like, did I do that?
No. I'm rolling initiative for the Raptors.
They're going quite fast.
Yes.
I'd like to point out that is a bloody roll on d6s.
Yeah, I was
Yes.
going to say, they're D6 initiative, aren't they? So, bloody
Yes.
hell, good job.
Please keep using up all the good numbers for the bad guys.
Yep. All right. Johan, your initiative die is a d6. So yeah, it'll just be whatever the computer picks then whoever's first.
I'm a D8 initiative.
Oh, you're d8, so you win ties there.
Yeah.
So I'll give you a 6.5.
Thank you.
I'll give you a 7 because apparently this doesn't understand decimals.
Okay.
All right. Several very
Right.
angry chicken raptors have found you.
Bok bok.
Bokak.
Bokok, bokok, bokok.
People listen to this for entertainment.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know why.
We are
but
severe. Well, we may or may not be entertaining individuals.
Look, people
It
make bad
baffles-
decisions all the time. I mean, look at current thing.
I mean, the man does have a point. All right. In that case, I am going to. I'm going to be in free sword style for this because it's not much point trying to stealth my way around this because they already know we're here. So over here for free sword. I am going to have to trick on my first action because I'm only apprentice in this. Oh no, I'm not. I'm fighter. Is the one below. So I don't have any movement.
Neophyte.
I will
Yeah.
trick into the zone with key here. There's plenty of trees. I can just sort of, jump from tree to tree to tree, trying to break profile and come up on the keen raptor. Because the keen one is clearly a more dangerous one.
Clearly.
But yes, that is turn for now.
Right. The tranquil chicken raptor. It's also going to have to trick to move in. Sedate. Can I copy these to another sheet? That's my next question. Pretty sure I can. It'll make my life a lot easier. Oh, great. They've all got different names. Well, that's useful.
I mean, you gave them different names, did you not?
No, they've got different, like impassioned, quiet, tireless, and gregarious.
Their names didn't stick.
No.
That's not handy.
Their numbers did, though.
Oh, that's fine then.
So I can use their numbers. Also, you two, why didn't you copy? No, it didn't. No, it didn't at all. Okay. I'm just going to have to type numbers in as I go.
That's fair.
Alright, so. Sedate, timid, and useless are all going to take up the circle stance for this turn. As they kind of, as a pack, they kind of drop down and start running forward, and like disappearing into the kind of like broken superstructure.
Okay.
And then the keen one is going to go. What number's keen? 5.
Keen is number 5. Actually, well, technically, Keen's got initiative 5 as opposed to the rest, but it's just useless. Then Keen left.
Yeah, but he's still also got a 5 after his name, which is his.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Useless, timid, and sedate have all gone circling. Keen, being keen, is because I switched things. That's fine. Come on, let me edit the goddamn text. The Foundry's terrible for text.
Yeah.
It is. I heard that there's an update coming out that's going to make it a bit better for that.
That'd be nice.
All right, he's going to go for the claw.
Yogi?
Actually, no, he can't go for claw.
Oh, he hasn't done his prep, has he?
No, he hasn't got the strength.
Aw.
He needs strength.
Oh.
Strength 4, quickness 5. So
Okay.
He's going to have to do a circle for this.
He's too keen.
Yeah. So
Not
yeah,
swole.
he's going to go into a circle stance. So yeah, looks like these guys can't attack on the first round. All right, Intelligent Friend, you are up next. Well, I've just rolled. I can remember. It's fine. Keen was a 5. Brand was a 4.
I jump into the air, pull out my moon talisman, and transform! There's sparkly lights, some flashes, a sparkler falls out of my back pocket. I'm a werewolf now. Rah! Gives me a D4 of defense. No attack.
Hopefully that low flying plane isn't being picked up.
I do melee fighting this time.
Yeah. You've gone full werewolf.
Gone mostly werewolf.
Well, he's over there, so surely he's the there wolf.
No, I'm the wise wolf. I'm the
Oh.
aware wolf. There we go.
There we go. Okay. I feel like Grey is just going to crank up the doom on us for this, to be honest.
Yeah, no, it's doing 12 now. You're boon. You're done for.
No, I make it
You
doom 11.
Right.
For
I
myself,
make it
myself,
doom
okay.
10.
We raise the doom per.
Okay, can I just point out?
Per...
Have you told them you're a werewolf yet?
No,
I
I
mean,
don't think he
has
has.
anyone asked what kind of magic I studied in wizard college?
Nope.
Okay.
So you're just going to look over and like How do you transform?
Aroo!
Yeah, he's just like, there's a werewolf amongst you now.
I mean, as said in chat, that's a handy party trick.
It's still wearing the
Hey.
hat, though.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
that's the most
obviously.
important thing for any
And the
body
belt.
wizard.
remember, we're barbarians, so this can be considered kind of mundane for
Yeah.
man
Speak for
turning into
yourself.
werewolf.
I like it. By the way, I like his picture. How like he was given a top hat that's got like a top knot wizard hat.
Yeah,
because when he
Please take
transforms,
a look. I
it's
was
perfect.
from the Right Honorable College of Pointy Hats. So obviously, when they kicked me out, they cut the point off my hat.
the
Yeah.
feet.
I know.
All right,
Facing a hat like that, it's terrible.
Cord, what are you doing?
Mad Hattery.
Oh, well, I can't really like jump into these people. I can't really jump into the. If I had pole arm, I could stab these people from a range away, easy enough. Unfortunately, I don't have that
Oh.
ability. So instead, I'm just going to charge my muscles menacingly. As
Stand
I
there
am
flexing for a
doing,
turn.
and I'm doing Ice Cream Wildland stance to get my +1 bonus die, that bonus strength die.
Joshua Gross says, "Go, Sailor Moon Werewolf."
Yes, thank you. That's what I was going for.
I am not feeding that into stable diffusion.
Do
Probably
it,
for the
That's a very
best.
sensible idea. Yeah.
do
it's
it,
a very
coward.
No. I've taken enough mood damage for one session.
You invoked this.
I mean,
No,
that
I
is
only
actually a fair
alluded
point.
to it.
Yeah, you did set the ball rolling. The chat may have picked it up. You were the one who threw the ball down the stairs.
I
I
don't think
did
I
allude
don't
to
think
it
stable
rather
diffusion would
strongly.
understand what a magical girl werewolf would be in the first place anyway.
Just
Okay,
a normal
Arn-
magical girl, only fuzzier.
Yeah, let's move words
You
and
know,
stuff
singer?
on.
Behave.
Yeah, Arn tries to kick up a piece of wood into his hand to use as a defense, but it just crumbles. So
Well,
Was
What
worth
was
a
that?
punt.
Your Daredevil move?
you're too hardcore.
Yep.
All right. We go back to Johan.
Okay. Top of the round. Johan is going to go Warrior Strike currently. So, as the chicken raptor is having a momentary midlife crisis because apparently realizes it's not strong enough to do what it's supposed to do, Johan has exploit the opportunity to just sort of dip in, try and slash the side. So, D6 attack, D4 defense. This is a bog standard thing. I'm in the wrong window. That won't help. So, attack. Ugh. Well, technically, I can.
It's still
Being
got to
of
roll its
rolls one.
defense.
Yeah.
All right.
I have
So
some suspicion the circle defense isn't that bad.
D8.
Yeah, it could roll. Nope.
Damn.
Yeah.
Nearly.
Nearly, but
Almost
Winning size,
succeeded
I'd have done
anyway.
Yeah. All right.
Say again, sorry, Karen? Sorry.
Is that me
Sorry.
you're talking to? Yeah.
Yeah, no, sorry, I missed the last sentence.
Yeah. You're both in defenders break ties, so yeah.
Yeah, fair.
Well, it's also I thought it was a
Well,
higher dice.
bigger
average
dice,
die.
these sort of bigger dice. Right.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
tranquil
you
chicken raptor is now going to go into strike, into circling, as it tries to come around behind you. It's not moving, it's getting ready. But then there's a date. Timid and useless kind of spring forward. As they kind of burst out of what little cover there is. And each one of them goes for a separate person.
Okay.
Ooh, they're
Um,
being clever.
This is moving to the pounce, which is a it's four claw rush.
Saved me from having to use spring.
Pounce would be nice, but that's +1 damage next round. But I feel like they're not smart enough to think about that.
Assuming there'll be a next round for them.
So they're all coming for us with
Yeah,
their
with
damage rush,
a
right?
D6 attack. So the one going for Arn rolls a 5.
It's
So that's 1 damage +1 quickness.
Which would your body damage being blocked by your armor?
don't have armor.
This one is for
Brand.
I can block that, but I don't. I take a tick on my armor.
And Cord.
match.
Match. Defender break ties.
Yeah.
Flat
Block
tie.
that with my muscles. Block that with my muscles. Huh.
All right. And then the Keen Chicken Raptor is going to go for Johans.
Yep. Okay. Technically, I get this if 4. Thank you, Warriors Strike.
Yeah. Nice roll of a 4 there.
Hey.
And block again. Actually, no. He's got the bigger die, so you'll take a point of damage.
I missed that. You're right. Yes. Okay. So I'll lose my point of armor.
All right. Now it's on to you. Brend. What werewolfy joys have you got for us today?
Claw, claw!
Claw. Ooh, D6, D6.
One at timid and one at useless.
All right.
Timid, useless.
All right. They've only got a D4 on defense.
So I hit timid. This does 2 damage.
Right. Timid and useless both evaporate as the werewolf hits them. Quite a sad as he kind of grabs both. Well, you do. You tell me what you do. How do you take out 2 chicken raptors in one go?
Well, I punch one in the face with my forepaw, and then I kick the other one from behind me. I keep it simple.
Yeah. Right, Cord.
I
All right,
figured Cord can take
Cord
care of
is
himself.
going to so Cord, being the only one less being in range, is going to Cord smash the other chicken with raptor with my well, the only thing I can really do is the great weapon strike with my D8 plus 1D D8 from strength plus my other D8 with my 1D4 from the strike of the attack. So 5.
Yep,
Hit.
that win.
So
Oh.
that's 2 damage.
Enough to kill.
Squawk.
Yep. Just feathers fly in every direction.
It takes a bit to get to. I either have to not power up, or I have to go straight to slap 1, then I can start slapping more.
Oh, there's
Yep,
horrible
but-
life choices.
At the end of this, I can slap 5 at a time, which would make Gray sweat his sweat, I'm sure.
Yeah, this is still not supposed to be training wheels out mode, so yeah,
But now.
for now. Right. On.
Acrobatic charge. So he's going to attempt to attack the chicken.
Nope.
Okay, that's fine. It was just a distraction because he's actually going to try to jump off its head onto the deck of the ship.
Uh-huh.
Well, that hits Doom, so...
Kind of pirouette off there and up onto the ship.
Okay.
Boing. Right, Arn's leaving you, Johan.
Okie
Probably
dokie. Well, what I'm going to do, I'm going to fade over to lunging.
Mhm.
So, we're going to recoil back from being bitten off of a handy broken tree. And we're going to go in for a longsword thrust to the chest, to the head of this wee beastie while it's trying to bite me.
All right. Still
Because
on
I'm going to have
D4.
to power its better defense die. So, D8 to attack.
Yeah, only a D4 to defend this time.
Some small mercies. Nice.
Yep.
All right. I have to quickly remember how this works. How do you determine damage again?
It's 1 unless it says otherwise below it.
It's 1. There we go.
All right. You wound Chicken Raptor 5.
So blooming keen now, are you?
That's
That's
it.
scary.
It's its go now. Well, first it's Tranquil, who's going to leap in, try and take out a werewolf.
I got 6 defense. Come at me.
It is rolling a D6 on the attack. Nope. And then the keen one. Now the keen one's got a bit more of a choice here. It might go for claw bite,
Mm.
which is a d6, a d6, and a d8.
My next move.
Flurry of blows land around you as it pecks and slashes at you.
Yep, it's reasonable enough. Okay, so I do get to defend, or at least try to, against all of them, don't I?
Yep.
Okay. I mean, granted, I've just remembered lunge only has a D2 for defense, so I physically can't beat those.
Well,
So is that 1 damage per hit?
1, 1, 2. So
might
4
be
damage
good that
total.
way.
To body and to quickness, just checking.
Yep.
Ow.
Yeah, you got pecked a bit, the buggery there.
Yeah, I did, yeah.
So how much does 112 for damage?
Yeah, for that one.
Ouch.
Yep.
Stings a little bit, not gonna lie. I'm now quickness 4. And, body 1, but small details.
All right. Down to Brend.
All right. Well, someone mentioned bite.
Mhm.
I bite. D10.
Oh, he's got
That
a
was not
chance.
a good D10.
Yep, you
My
get
dice
through.
is bigger.
Yep.
This is 3 damage.
The chicken just disappears down your gullet,
Down the throat.
legs kicking as it goes.
Crunch. Pick it up. Do the head shake. Crunch. Burp.
Okay. That will
That's
then
for me.
be Cord.
So to stunt, so to move, I have to stunt, right?
Moving is a trick, but
Trick.
I don't think you have to roll for it.
All right, but I mean, is it possible to stunt to trick over and help, Mr. Bitchy over there because he's currently dying? Would that be a roll for that, for something like that?
Yeah, the
I
stunt is rolled against Doom. So how would you move across to get him?
going around takes too much time. Going through all the debris on the way there, yes, I'm going to try and Kool-Aid Man my way over there with blunt strength.
All right.
Before you roll, then, I'm going to say that my Islander thing happens here, because once per scene, I can produce mine or someone else's Doom for the rest of the scene. So I'm going to knock one of Cord's Doom for the rest of the scene.
All right.
As Cord is going to argy-bargy his way over and to be like, oh no you don't. Oh no you don't.
Ram.
Cord.
Debris flies in every direction as this huge man runs through.
And would I be allowed to use imposed weapon, or shall I just slap him?
You can't.
I can't. Okay.
No, you've
That was
used
your action.
your trick.
Okay. I thought that was a stunt, though. Does it stun the tricks differently?
I think
Because because tricks you do normally, stunts. Let me see.
let's just double check this.
Let's double check. Yeah, because
So
there's a difference
first
between the two of them. I know.
Yeah.
Where is stunts?
That's what I'm looking for.
There's no appendixes there.
Tricks.
Oh,
It's all tricks. It's
Yeah.
all cards tricks.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
they all kind
okay.
of
yeah. Well, stunting is something else. It's you narrating how this relates to your inspiration. In which
Ah.
case,
Yes.
Fair
you
enough.
get a benefit.
There we go.
So
gotcha,
I'll say by
gotcha.
doing that, although you can't actually attack this turn,
I
you-
got his attention.
you've properly distracted it. It's going to take a penalty die.
Okay.
Hey.
I properly intimidated it.
The chicken was
Okay.
not expecting the man to run through the intervening scenery, literally just smashing it.
Yeah.
So
Johannes wasn't either.
small brain is not ready for this. Wrong?
Indeed.
Right, on.
Arn leaps from the ship and does a death from above.
Oh. Yeah, requires altitude. You've definitely got altitude.
Yep, just 2 hands on the messer, just driving it into the chicken.
Right. Yeah, and the chicken just off. Kind of looks down to some sort of like chickeny. It's like, wasn't supposed to end this way,
But it did.
but it did. Okay. You made a lot of noise. You probably realise you're probably drawing more attention. And this is obviously the nest. How are you going to deal with it?
Well, Brent's going to have to leap up onto the back of the ship and let out a victory howl. It's just the only way.
Yeah, no, that's valid.
Yeah,
Using string, which is a
honestly,
move
you're not
line.
drawing any more attention than you were before.
So what are we doing with this? So this right here is the nest, right?
The whole ship is the
Yes.
nest.
Burn it.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
does seem to be the most practical way of doing it. We've got
Well,
plenty
did-
of lumber.
I mean,
Surely
we could ruffle through it a little bit too to see what may or may not have been done with the ship.
I mean, valid.
I mean,
I just wanna
while
make
we
sure the ship is
while
burning.
we look for the best place to set a light, Bryn, would you mind turning your massive brain upon this place and your supposed expertise with airships to
I'll
to-
reason out what's useful here and also roll a bonus dice for my history of airships. Thank you, bonus dice.
you can take
Nah,
move
it's
damage
broke.
to succeed.
Yeah, that,
Nah, it's broke. There's no fixing this.
No, It was-
you've got no idea what this is. This
The
you can't
squiggly
even tell.
string there is in like 5 pieces. The compressor bubble is just missing. The
I
wheel's
was-
gone.
more wondering if you knew where the storage and cargo cabin would be.
The middle.
Fair enough. I don't see
Uh,
if there's.
Reason rolls
Was
will
there-
help.
Yes, I was thinking that.
See how smart your characters are.
Thinking hard and back to many of the escapee and joined in protege of Leonardo the airship guy. I would see that their magazine would be placed in this location where all the necessary airship coal is. What powers an airship is the main question. I don't know.
Depends on the brand.
Yeah.
Steam.
Steam.
Steam, magic, hopes and dreams, fairy dust. Could be anything.
Also, we can find. Are they nesting in this thing?
Yes.
Like not nesting, but like, do they have eggs and so forth here?
Yes. It looks like there's loads of broken cages. They were being
Yeah,
transported somewhere where something went horribly wrong.
Is
You've
it
got no way
possible
of
to
knowing it, but maybe the transported raptors escaped as the ship and crashed. Yeah,
or may have
releasing
escaped because of
the
crash,
cassowary
or-
raptor Rex.
Oh boy.
The cassowary. What? I say, looking at this piece of
I want to go back to Mars.
of legislational parchment. What? Cassowary Rex. It says.
Yes, this is 100% the last scene of Lost Worlds. Jurassic Park Lost Worlds.
Ah,
No, that last bit was a joke. There's no big one.
are you sure about that, Gray? Do you not want to drop a big? No, you not want to drop a big
I don't
big
panic.
Super Rex on us.
It
So
was
we don't hear the caca in the background.
If it is, it's not around here right now.
All right. Well, I scoop the eggs into scoop whatever eggs I might find into a sack. If they were at all laying eggs.
Yeah, they were definitely laying eggs.
I mean, they're dinosaur chickens. They better be laying eggs.
I'm sure these things will be a boon to the people who came from. They had such a hard time. If they domesticate these things properly, they could have a food source.
Omelet.
And then we could set this place on fire.
Does anyone have any fire?
You have that alchemist fire, don't you?
I was hoping to not use that.
But
It's expensive.
I
All right,
mean-
everybody get clear. I'm setting the thing on fire.
I mean, the thing. The thing is, the best thing we could probably do is trap this for tonight to set it on fire while they're here. Because if we just set this on fire right now, we wouldn't really destroy all of them. We would just, disperse the nest.
Oh, you're talking about timed explosive.
Well, timed, or we just have a place where we can set it remotely to burn it up. Say when they all snugged in for the night. Being thorough and everything. I'm sure they'll be all attizzed when they find their eggs gone.
Look, I've got these bottles that go boom.
You also
And
have
are full of very burny fire.
Technical text, of course.
All right. But do we want to roll a reason to set that up, or would you say?
If you want to, I'll hand you a bottle.
All right.
I mean, go ahead.
Yes, I'm going to put a penalty die on this. Because have any of you set up a timed explosive using Alchemist Fire before?
None of us are fixers. No.
No. So definitely outside your field of
Penalty die, you
expertise.
say?
Yeah.
Well, then I will just have to tap my inspiration because I want to do this to have this go with a bang. So I'm going to be tapping my to be known greater foe. I want this to be an event that will get my name out there.
One way or another.
Yeah.
So, and so inspiration does what again? For just making sure. I think it's been extra.
You throw your
points, right?
heart.
You get your heart die in addition to whatever else you're rolling.
Okay.
So for the people at home, a penalty die is you roll all your dice, and then you take your single lowest as your result. A bonus die, you roll all the die and you take your single highest result.
Is it possible to stack a history die in here as well?
Yeah.
If you can get this to work, yeah.
Well, I do have this great hunting thing. So.
Yeah, go for it. And the history die pulls it.
Which one's the heart die?
The heart die is a second die.
Okay, then that one wins because the way it works is it's your normal die plus any penalties, and then the lowest from that, and then the highest of that number and your bonus die.
Just
so you pulled it anyway, so that's all that matters. But
I'm just setting this up with a very simple slip knot to make sure that when I pull this, when far enough away, pull this rope here, I can have it fall and detonate when they come back in. Hopefully, and also for these two panels over here to trap them in place while we cook them alive. Genius. Papa would be so proud of me.
all right, mighty Nimrod, let's get out of here.
Nope.
All right. So, can we have some quickness? One of you, who's taking the lead, and you can roll quickness to try and get you out without disturbing any other small or giant reptile lizards.
I would usually have said me, but currently I'm quickness 4. I think it
How
means
about
I'm actually
you,
currently worse than the rest of the party.
How are you, Arn? Yo, you for quickness?
I'm still at 6, I think.
I'm at 4.
Right.
Nope, I'm at 4.
You know what? I can just take the I could take the final one. No, wait. If your move is 0, what happens?
You turn into a stone statue.
Yeah, if your mood hits 0, you're out.
Okay. I only
That
have one
means your
move.
inspirations can be damaged.
Yeah.
Actually, I recover that quickness due to my heart roll.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
Oh, God, you're right. I forgot to do that. Yeah.
Forgot about that.
Yeah.
I didn't take damage. Forgot about that.
It's recovery of points above the doom, yes?
It's 1 per damage.
Oh,
I'm
right.
pretty
I guess I
sure.
roll more times. Gotcha.
Let me look up ability score damage again. Yeah.
So roll it for all your
Strength
time.
versus Doom for every characteristic point lost.
Strength
Not
versus
heart.
Okay.
Nope, I failed it.
Well, I've passed all but one, so I'm back on 7.
You're also rolling a d6 then.
Yeah, that's better than it could be, to be honest. All right.
And also, so is this? Am I still lowered by 1 for this scene, or are we still in
what
the same
thing?
scene? Are we still in the same scene where he used his island thing to lower my difficulty, or no?
No, you've
Okay.
moved to a new scene
we-
of
we
like
moved to a different
setting
scene
the
at
plan.
least.
So then, all right. So we need like one more roll in this Segre for quickness.
For quickness to get out without being detected.
Step 4. So 4. That meets Doom.
Yep, that's good.
Step 4, I step, gentlemen. Make sure we don't set this off unduly.
All right.
Plan?
You hot-footed it or cold-footed. And yeah, you avoid the obvious runs, you disappear into the jungle, you hear the running of feet as they come back to realise that someone's ransacked their nests, lots of angry chicken raptor noises.
And then
then it kind of settles down a bit.
Hold the cord.
How long did you set the fuse for, roughly?
Set the fuse for roughly around when they're honestly like around now, I would say.
Right.
When it was supposed to go off when they got back into their nests.
So big kapow.
You hear it. Whoosh.
You hear the kind of a crump, and then just the whole horizon just lights up as whatever secondary explosions in this thing kicks off. You're pretty sure the what do I call them? The Konaks?
The Karnaks.
Kulaks
Yeah.
tribe knows you're here. They know you've done something.
Oh yeah, we did that all right.
Yep.
I think you succeeded on your inspiration here. Yes.
Yes.
If I was going to hazard a guess, I would say this airship was fueled by alchemist's fire.
Well, it is now.
Just a guess. Let's keep going.
Yes. We'll go and strut back because I have their eggs over my shoulder, daintily over my shoulder, so they don't accidentally break them.
All right.
Yeah, don't drop the omelets.
We have to make sure they don't hatch and somehow become more feral. These things.
So, having burned the nest, of course, you won't have killed all of them, but you've definitely taken out a good chunk of them and broken up their
They're in their home.
the rapidly forming society.
Mm-hmm.
So, you can easily make your way back towards the village, where the guards will this time make themselves a bit more known.
Ahoy!
So, I take it you're not one for subtlety then?
I mean, we're walking up Boulder's Brass. Why would one?
Didn't ask for subtlety.
True.
You asked for a problem. We're doing some proper extermination.
Yeah, well, we saw the fire, so kind of assumed that's what was happening.
I also have a
you
I
guys
also have a
think we were
gift for what was the chiefess's name again?
Gertrude.
I have a gift for Gutra here as well as I pull the sack up in front.
What's that?
Eggs.
Oh, God. You're that type of lunatic?
What type of lunatic?
You took eggs from these things?
Well, how do you think what we just destroyed? We blew up their nest.
Omelets.
While you're at the nest, you might as well collect what you can find there.
Oh, God. Somehow you're crazier than we are.
Ain't it great?
I'm sure that you would like to have your possible future of raising having chicken raptor chickens around.
Take my advice, make omelets out of them.
I mean, I can do that too if you want.
Does seem like a very good
Maybe.
idea.
It's not thinking big picture enough. But that's up for her to discern.
Yep. And they will take you through. And it will be kind of like a... this time there'll be more people in the village watching you. I mean, last time there was obviously a good deal of cautiousness about strangers. These aren't the type of people who welcome strangers into their village.
I mean, strangers are typically disruptive, yes.
Yeah. Actually, one of the things is like mood-wise, I think you should all be down mood. Because of the culture lines, which I completely forgot about.
You can actually take a mood hit from cultural differences.
If you don't match the culture,
Down a mood it is then.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's interesting to know.
so you'll get like taken into the test, and she's kind of working on another fancy tapestry. So, are you responsible for parts of our neighborhood forest burning down?
Yeah, just dealing with you asked us to deal with the problem, and we made sure it wouldn't stick around
Yeah. I'm pretty sure we're not going to be able to farm in that area for a good amount of time.
until until at least until it regrows a bit. I also brought you these if you've had at all interest. As I placed a sack of eggs on the ground.
What are we going to do with these
This-
apart from eat them? We're not going to try and raise those things. They're crazy.
It's up to you. It's either or. It's don't want to have a can give it a shot. It was what we found them though. What they came from is actually from an airship that seemed to have crashed down here recently, and these things were being transported in them.
Sported.
Yes,
By who?
don't necessarily know. They didn't have couldn't find we didn't find a manifest or anything and such.
How were they transporting through the jungle without us noticing?
I'm not a expert in these things. Brand, would you like to weigh in?
Could have
Airships.
crashed a while ago.
Airships. Is that... we had one of them flying over. We shot a few arrows at it. It did a low buzz of the village, so we hit it with a few fire arrows. Didn't think we'd done any damage.
It seems you struck a harsher blow than even you thought.
Yeah, I have to congratulate the lads. Unfortunately, didn't seem to be having the same exact cargo. Why would they be bringing those things out here?
Probably dodging taxes.
Hey, taxes seem to be a major problem. Glad we don't pay them.
And yet you have obligations still. You are free to go to the moot, yes?
Yes, I am. Come on. Get your falcon ready, lads. We're going to have to head out. Remember, extra war paint, glower, don't talk to anybody. You three, Paul. Yeah. Like it if you kind of kept our reputation intact.
Don't worry. You are all the horrible human-eating monsters that you wish to be.
Thank you very
I ate
much.
half our party. Only 4 of us made it back alive.
If I would even would go so far as someone to put some teeth marks on me if you've on the way out, as a
Don't
souvenir.
tempt me. Don't tempt me.
Okay.
There's plenty of time on the journey.
A Cordish wink happen. I give a Cordish wink.
Oh yeah, she winks back. Also a Cordish wink. He's got his
Yes,
own brand of
apparently.
wink.
This is supposed to be a very handsome man. That yes, so yes.
And when you get to the moot, I suggest that you favor Ramza. Her plan is more tenable.
Okay.
I just say you pick what you like.
You'll have many people telling you about many different plans. Granted, some of us have preferences. I've Rams's plan as well, but
I honestly say what you just
both
go
of them
for
are
what.
smart.
I just
Alright.
honestly say you go for what would benefit you the most.
Make me charisma rolls, you two.
Who's the you two?
Johannes and Arn. Unless Brent is also trying to convince. Her charisma is 7, so she gets a d6.
Damn. Okay,
I
fair
will
enough.
keep my own counsel. You know, I prefer to meet people before I judge them.
Best way I can say, good ma'am, is to take them with what they're worth. They want something from you, so make sure you get something from them. Well, that's my advice.
Alright, so you start back on the journey. And just
We're on the way back.
yeah. I'll
On
give you
the
another
road
chance to
again.
convince her. Because obviously it's going to be plenty of time and lots of evenings to chat.
Yeah, my position is neutral for her to get whatever she wants, best she wants from them. I'm sure which way she gets swayed is the way it happens.
Oh, she's not rolled as well this time.
You know what
Yep.
happens to neutral people in this place?
Darn neutrals.
Just make sure you're not too neutral, all right? Hold a
Yeah.
couple of strong opinions, one way or the other.
Yeah, whenever Arn tries to talk to her, he ends up just breathing heavily behind his mask, and he could barely hear what he's saying.
Is
One of the flaws with
Johannes
full-face
having another go?
masks.
Yeah, Johannes and I have tried to on. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Yes, you begin to sway her. You tell her more stories about that because they don't have much knowledge of what's gone on in the world, and a lot of what she's doing is pumping you for information in a genial
the
way.
chosen one.
Yeah, and she learns more about the chosen one.
Nope, I can't get her to take advantage of the situation.
Or the unchosen one. The less chosen one.
The lesser chosen. She's chosen for great things. You're chosen to just be here.
Look, I'm just giving.
Stay
I
out
was
of
just
the way.
given a destiny by birth. All right.
Got a birthmark of a crown. Deed to a spaceship. You know, the usual.
I just got this, portents of great things. Yet the thing. I think it's primarily from my da. I don't know. You know how it is. We're
Somehow
all chosen to do
in
something.
the light of
sooner
the
or later.
moon every night, even during a new moon. It's hard being a chosen one.
Every time I go
Clouds
into
keep talking to you.
every time I go into the forest, birds and animals just rest on my shoulders.
Ugh.
You know how it is.
Right. So you'll begin to arrive back at the camping, the moot. There's a few more fires here than before. As you can get to the edge, there's a few more graves than there was before. But yeah, that's only to be expected. Doesn't look like everything's completely fallen apart yet.
Yeah.
Hey, there's always time. You will be sent through, and there'll be a good amount of people eyeing up the strange party that you're with. Everyone knows who this is. I mean, there's only so many people who would turn up looking different. And, yep, taken straight through to the thing. She's given a rather fancy empty tent. And people just kind of all pile in. They're obviously used to just like keeping to themselves, and rather than settling out anywhere else in their area, they just all set up in the same tent.
Okay. What's up?
My tribe welcomes me back from my first failed suicide mission. Well, I didn't die, so it's a failure. I mean, come on.
You will notice Alsenberger, the fine gentleman who chose you for this suicide mission,
Yes.
is obviously not that happy that you're still alive.
Well, we
Oh
failed.
dear.
Yeah.
Courtly wave. As I go back onto my own home. I say hello to my mama. I nod to the picture of Papa for him in absence. Is my dad dead or alive? I don't know, or just gone.
No one knows.
Who knows?
Plot point now.
Yeah. Your dad is now just happening to exist. He is mine now.
Schrodinger's
The
father.
GM has him.
Well, there's no hope.
Yeah.
Something dramatic's going to have to occur.
So, you will obviously get your 2 supplements pretty soon after getting in. Yeah,
Wait.
one
Oh,
from
yeah, we
Otto,
gotta go
one
shake-
from Ramza.
We gotta go shake down that guy for our payout.
Oh yes, you can go do that first if you want.
Let's go shake down. Real quick before we do that, we gotta go shake down our pay up. Gentlemen, do you want to go? We don't want to go acquire our capital.
Probably ought.
Yes.
Yes.
Onward, let us go and get paid. So as we see that man, we pivot upon our axis, 1 foot, as if we are being, awkwardly maneuvered in the tool as we redirect ourselves toward Coinward.
He kind of like growls. You can see him growling from this distance.
Just grumbling. We can just hear him like grumbling like a car in idle.
Yeah. So, I see it wasn't as much of a suicide mission as possible. Maybe they're not as fearsome as they were reputation.
Oh, believe me, their chieftainess is as fearsome as they come.
Just looks
I
like
would
another
just-
old woman to me. So,
That's the thing about she's an old woman amongst cannibals. You think they'd be able to? You think that she would stay alive merely through to be able to stay alive amongst those man eaters?
I just assume she's too tough to eat.
That's what you have to say. She must be much tougher than you may think. I got these bite marks right over here to tell you to attest to that. I think they're more gum marks though. Well, anyway. But anyway, good sir, we looking for a manner of payment.
Payment? I don't remember mentioning anything about payment.
That's the strange part. You never did. Unfortunately, we were told that it was supposed to be that there was a payment to this.
Yeah, never thought you'd be coming back.
We're good at subverting expectations.
Yes, obviously. So, yeah.
Yeah, you didn't go and do something silly as like spend all the money you thought you never would have to pay out, did you?
You think I'm that poor? A few thousand? I can take
More
that.
that more the fact that you may be that callow. Would hate
No,
to
I
see a
got your
man
money.
lose his- Thank you so much.
He will signal off, and someone will come back with a good chunk of cash. I think it was 1,000 each, wasn't it?
Yep.
Supposedly, yeah.
So 1,000 gold each.
There you are.
Let me go add that to my
Okay.
gear.
If you would like to come round, we could have a rousing game of cards if you want to see about doubling that.
No, thank you.
My mother told me never. My mother told me never to gamble. So I'll see you later today. Anyway,
Yeah.
no.
See you tonight.
I'll see you that. Yes.
Okay. So yes, you have summonings from Rasnet and Kosh. Who'd like to annoy?
I would say well, it behooves us to who does it behoove us to pay visit to first? I mean, it's like the dance. If you know, depending on who you would it be considered a snub to see one before the other?
We should visit them in the opposite order of last time, obviously.
Yes, let's go to Kosh then Ram. Let's go Kosh then Ramza.
All right. So, Kosh. Again, working in his office. Old man, long beard.
And is doing his
So, I see you were able to bring in the old woman in the clan. Impressive.
Yep, we just I mean, really, you sent us out there to get it done, and we get it done. What's more impressive than that?
Did you have words with her? Nudging her in the right direction?
She wanted to keep her own counsel.
Basically to see that she's in a prime position to just observe that she's in a prime position to get what she might need from either side, depending on what thing. Independence. I would hate to see her utilized one way or the other, abused one way or the other.
Well, it's kind of how the world goes, isn't it?
Yes, very much so. And the main thing is so if you were to go make a full on attack upon the Empire, though,
Yeah.
how would you go about it? What would you be your first hit?
It'd have to be Bastion. It's the only port big enough to properly service an army this size. You know, come in, one big hit. It'd be costly, but once we got over there, the road there is open.
Be a good way to bust in and go in and start raiding then.
Yeah. They wouldn't expect to strike on Bastion. I actually think the defences are much weaker than the Imperials would like us to believe. I mean, they look imposing, but have they ever been tested? Has anyone ever tried?
I just don't understand why you and Ramza couldn't actually work together in the same way, because, sometimes you need bold action, sometimes you need some skullduggery tactics.
If I'm elected, I'm pretty sure she'll... I'm willing to give her a place in my command, and hopefully likewise. But it's a choice of leading. Just because we aren't capable of working together doesn't mean we think everyone's actions are 100% right.
Fair enough. Well, do I have said my piece? Any other gentlemen?
Either way, there's profit to be made.
Yeah, hopefully.
Glory to be won. Johannes, do you want to speak to this matter now?
My pay grade stopped 5/10 back.
Fair enough.
Bluntly speaking, yeah. I mean, I haven't, but end of the day, I can't convince a lady the choice. Well, I see it. She picks either of you two. We'll be attacking the Empire one way or the other. I just want to be ready for it.
Well then, sir, you have our number for if you need some sterling adventurers.
Yeah.
I do say, gentlemen, we did work very well together. Do you want to make this a thing? Get a brand name and a thing. Call us something. Work in accord. some sort of fellowship? I say to my compatriots as we leave, I'm sure.
Yeah, well, the way I see it, given we're all outside, it seems like a not bad idea.
It's-
How about you, On? Do you want to think of some sort of brand name for us?
Let us be mysterious. Formless is a pinnacle of disposition.
So something, we'll come back to this later. I'm sure we can think of a pretty good. So we've all made a thing. We're all going to be working together then. It's a band, a troop, one would say.
Yes.
Good to hear. Pleasure working with you, gentlemen.
Indeed. Hopefully, next round has more airships to blow up.
That'd be fun.
So, Ramsay next?
To Ramzo, yes.
Oh yeah.
You move past the muffled bodyguards once more.
I give Dylan a wink and a nod. Or what was his name again? I'm trying to remember from the first session. Oh well.
Yeah, I don't think we named any of the bodyguards last time.
Well, I know there's
Meat slap
there's one bodyguard from my own tribe, which is the second most handsome man, I'm sure.
Yeah, he probably just thinks you're out to try and steal his thunder in his position.
Oh no, let him have he has all the let the
I've
man
got a-
have all the benefit he can.
Slate Slab Rock. That's his name.
Sounds legit.
Full clan.
The core. Well, no, my name is Corey. What is my Thorben? But I don't know if I'm part of the Thorben, if we're the Thorben clan or not.
Anyway,
The Throbbin clan.
Ramsay will kind of meet you as before, and then just kind of like smack the microphone. Cast the silencing spell.
Ask if this thing is on.
Mystery bubble.
Mystery ball for the mystery machine.
I'll pop my ears from the pressure differential.
Ah,
Oh, it's on.
handy trick that still.
Oh yeah, I find it useful. So,
All that magical humbo jumbo is its own right. They really had the knack for it.
I was born with it, you might say.
I would say indeed.
And yes, your success is of course undeniable, but you probably know what I'm here for. Probably the same thing that Cox asked you. Do you know
I'm
which
sure
way our new voter is going to be swinging tomorrow?
It depends on what you promise her. I'm sure that she's getting her own. She would have her own clandestine meetings, indeed. Though I do think my friend Johannes was praising your what's the word,
Position.
acumen.
And yeah, she's clearly a shrewd woman. She clearly knows that she can get something pretty big out of being the tiebreaker. So you should probably expect some pretty tough negotiations no matter what. But I prefer your plan personally, so I admit I said my piece. Don't know if it's sunk in with her, mind you. Death by 1,000 cuts is a perfectly good way of killing a giant, in my opinion.
I do counsel myself. I do hope that no matter which way this is cast, one would take counsel from both sides of this. So even though he may be considered a stick in the mud, you can utilize one side can utilize the benefits of the other.
Yes, I've always got places for good people. It is more a disagreement of
Scope.
methods as opposed to anything else.
Yes.
Yeah, everyone here wants the Empire dead after all.
I just
Yeah.
want. I'm here we're all
Here,
here
here.
for our own reasons.
But I will be thankful you put a word in for me, and I can make it worth your while. Never be said that I do not reward loyalty. And another 1,000 gold each will appear.
Well, thank you kindly.
I'll
You seem to be people to watch, and I like to invest in talent.
I will as dumb as this may seem, I'm going to reject my payment. Ma'am, I didn't speak for you. I will have to admit, I did not honestly speak for you to her, so I can't accept this in good faith.
Oh, man of principle.
It's all one has in the end. Strip a
It's
man naked and all he
appreciated.
has is his muscles and his principles.
And the tattoos.
And the tattoos.
And the hair.
Well, I just need a
Don't
new
worry. I know what you
Yes. I
Oh.
honestly just what I just told her to do is keep her own to get as much as you can from this as you can. I think to not be overly abused.
Yeah, I certainly wouldn't underestimate it, that's for sure.
She cares very. I'll just say give you advice that she cares very much for her own people as much. So
Not sure if we'll actually need her forces, but her vote is all we need to begin with.
I'll see you go about it. Go about acquiring it. No one says being the chosen one was an easy job.
I think anyone's expected it. People seem to think it, but yeah, it's always
Oh, man.
nowhere near as easy as you expect.
No, true enough.
All right.
Aaron, do you have anyone else have any words on Brand?
Nope.
Brand is no, I can't say that. It's a bit crude. Well, ma'am, that was a bid you adieu and fair weather to you.
Okay. Ushered out the tent. Spell ends.
Your Highness, give Ramsar a quick wink as he goes.
Yeah. She'll smile and nod. So, yep, you'll now be deposited out into the camp.
I don't know about you, but I suspect this vote is going to take an indeterminable amount of wrangling,
Mm-hmm.
and I need a drink.
That is an excellent idea.
I'm gonna go acquire this nifty thing I heard about this called a billy hook. Sounds
All of this makes
fascinating.
me nervous.
Or he bears in, I'll expect him to be riding it around the courtyard like a rum.
How much does things cost normally here in this game?
Any money.
I mean, he's not wrong.
And I'll go back and say hello to Mama and deposit enough of my wages with the family.
Because Mama has, got multiple other people who she would like you to meet who've paid her to meet you.
Or stab you, or both.
Stab you, or both.
Could go either way.
Yeah.
Brand spends his gold and his wealth level 3.
Okay, so wealth level 5 would be the So basically, you can buy an item up to wealth level 5 for with 1,000 gold pieces.
Yes, but they're using it to increase
no.
their overall wealth level.
No, gold pieces items have their own gold piece value in the item table.
Do they? Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just need to remember where the investing for wealth table is.
It's current wealth level times 1,000 to go up 1.
Oh, so it's 2k to go up from 2 to 3.
2k to go to 3.
Yep.
That's why
Okay.
I'm 3.
So you can just invest in the higher wealth level right now if you
Yeah, to
goes.
be honest with you, I don't have any particularly urgent spends, so I'll just invest to go wealth level.
I mean, I could buy a suit of coat of plate armor, which is quality 8 armor, which would be really great, but I wouldn't be able to repair it.
Oh,
12 to level
yeah,
6.
because you have to be able to afford it to repair it, don't
Yeah.
you? Yeah, that's fair.
Now,
Johannes will build a nest egg. Don't ask how he's doing that in the middle of a barbarian tribe on a planet he doesn't know, but he's going to do it. My God.
Investing in this wonderful new kind of brandy booze, I'm sure.
I mean, that's one of the reasons I joined a tribe.
And the wheel spins and lands on berry vodka. 2 sessions in. It's quite good going for us. Just
Yeah,
forgot
it's
what the damn
always
stuff's
been that,
called.
snaps.
What?
Yes,
Schnapps or
Schnapps
Schnapps?
or whatever.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Turns out quite nice to me.
All right, so I'm going to acquire myself a bill hook, keep that on my person, and give the rest and leave the rest with my mom with my family, and then so bring 200 with myself.
Okay, I'm just looking for the whole leveling thing.
You
Whenever
gain
you
one level
decide.
every 3 sessions.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, nice. Didn't see that.
Yep, and for the other 2 sessions, you gain a point of history.
So you don't get a point of history on the level you level up. Good to know.
No, you get all the other
Cannibal.
bonuses.
Sure.
So, the next morning, you kind of take up your positions, overhearing the runners who are constantly coming in and out. By this point, there's a whole kind of new system set up to get like the latest rumours flying around the camp as quickly as possible.
They invented the printing press just to hand around communities.
Not quite the printing press, but there's a very kind of
There's a
set
system
network
runners.
of running. People who bring food and drink in. Talk to the people who are in, like the servants who give the updates. They'll run out, and then swarms of people go out across the camp. And it's just kind of like this running system that's just the boomer mill. The best way of describing it. And it seems that the first day is just everyone spent talking at the old lady. Name has just popped out of my head. I'm a terrible GM. Gertrude. There we go. I knew it began with a G, but I'm terrible with names, which is not a good thing with GM.
I feel that.
Yeah. Oh no, they do have printing presses, just not in the camp.
Oh, yeah, not for a bunch of weirdo Imperials, I suspect. Sorry, no by tribals. The Empire probably has printing presses.
Yeah.
Well, there's only 2, but one of them is reserved for the Sunday funnies.
They haven't got a newspaper, they just have a fun newspaper.
Yes. Why do I want to hear news about the Empire? That's dumb.
But yes, people are kind of flowing around, and first day is basically everyone makes their cases to her, and she's just sitting there listening for the whole thing. People have attempted to get near her men to ask, men and women, the soldiers she brought, to ask them questions, but have been driven off. They've set up a rather suspicious-looking campfire outside their tent. There's nothing on it, but they've set it up.
Yeah, nothing on it right now.
I'll see if I can go drinking with her grandson. What was his name again? Grog?
Kronk.
I'll see if I can go hanging with Gronk.
Make sure not to ask him to put any levers. He won't be the right one.
Well, that's a given.
Right.
We will scowl appropriately at each other.
Yeah.
To maintain the image.
You're not exactly drinking, you're kind of in opposite ends of an area, kind of staring at each other.
We're doing the intimidating. If we were birds, we would be fluffing our feathers and doing the dance.
Yeah, you're both trying to drink as much as you can and show off.
Yes.
There's a certain type of camaraderie there.
No, I like Gronk. Gronk's cool.
Alright. Second day, however, seems to see movement. She begins to speak. Questions are asked. she just seemed to be leaning towards Ramsar. It's only on the third day, though, they actually called another vote. And yeah, it comes down exactly down the middle, with Ramsar getting the vote of the Kulak tribe. And
There you have it.
she is elected as the war leader of the Barbarian host.
History.
So this immediately sends kind of electric through the camp. 3 or 4 tribes leave. It's just like pack up and head back to their homelands, but not that many. The actual loss in manpower is minimal. None of them the big people.
Okay, so we're talking a couple of the miners of
The miners who, like, obviously not fully on board and know they're too far out of favour to be able to get anything good out of this.
And they were those people who were just basically here to sell condiments and what's the word? What's the thing called again? Sausages to everybody.
Yeah.
Can't really cater to people who are who are on the move now.
It's never stopped them before.
We're going to be like sausage and a bun salesman just following the army along.
Yes. Camp followers are a major thing in every art war.
Yes.
Now
How do you
Gray
think
is
you
going to
spend your
go
pay?
and Gray is going to be rolling up a Dibbler character for the background.
I don't need to roll up a Dibbler character. There's always a Dibbler character.
Why would you think there wouldn't be one?
Yeah. They actually, like Napoleonic Wars, quite a lot of the problems was, oh yeah, we've got like 20,000 men and then 10,000 camp followers.
Mm-hmm.
And we only brought enough food for the men.
Yes. Now the camp followers are raiding the area. And everyone's got attached to the same prostitute and they're fighting over her.
Well, that happens.
Yep. But yeah, so the camp starts moving into action. And there will be kind of talk of like raids and ships. The naval ones are ordered to bring up all their ships to various points. And the general talk is that Ramsar is going to split the force into multiple kind of hit points. Rather than hitting Bastion, she's going to avoid that. And ships are going to land at all the smaller bays and ports and just kind of break through overwhelming. Some forces may be destroyed, some forces may just have to retreat, but the idea is the Empire will not have enough legions to be able to guard that many landing sites. And then everyone's going to strike inland and then cut, as if the just independent raiding, and then just cut together once they get past the inner defences. So basically it's just going to be a wave assault on the beach, and then once they're inland, they'll form up back into a new army.
Sounds like a very grand strategy.
Yeah, she's given plenty of detailed orders, so seems to think like it's going. And you will, of course, be called into a tent. This was the meeting hall, but it's now become the command tent. And Ramsar and Kosh are there. Kosh has, of course, accepted the rank of second in command. And
Great. Well, we've been able to heal up our injuries and mood.
Yes, it's been a few days.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, you are healed up and ready. So, you're called forward. It's like, excellent. So, it looks like we will have need of you.
Would be surprised if you didn't.
Well, good people are hard to find.
A war without need of strong, strapping men, or of combatants, might be a war much of a war than all.
Well, this is more of a preliminary stage. We are going to be making multiple landings, as you've probably heard. I've given up trying to prevent the rumour mill from this place from having its way. It's much simpler just to let everyone chat and then you can occasionally get some interesting stuff out. But we need a team to go in. We need to prepare the ground for the first landings. And I would like you to be the team that's landing behind enemy lines for me.
So what you're telling us we're going to be doing an infiltration sneaking mission.
I want you to kind of... we've got access to an airship. Leonardo, when he's affected, has helped us build up. They don't match any of the big warships of the Imperium, but we've got some nice little scout ones that should be able to get you over the coast and behind enemy lines.
Would the airship be landing, or will we be doing this thing I hear called a halo drop?
I have no idea what you're talking about. They'll let you down by rope.
Fair enough.
Landing is probably not a good idea. But we'll drop you somewhere near there and hopefully you can get your way into the defences. I've got a sizable contingent of men. I'm going to need one of the larger areas. So we'll land you there. And we'd like you to find a way of preparing the land. You'll have 3 weeks before we land. So that should be plenty of time to ready the area for our invasion. And then on that night, just open the gates, burn the port, whatever it takes to make it easy for the land. I'd rather we have the port intact for supplies.
Would they have such thing as cannon? Which port are we dealing with here?
It's not on the map, and I haven't got a name for it because I think we get this far in. So I'll come up with one next time.
So we gotta understand this port would have cannon, or which kind of
it'd have defensive cannon and possibly a harbour chain.
We can see how we can work out to disable or subvert these things.
But yeah, it's basically a scouting mission and then a sabotage mission at the end.
Fair enough. Gentlemen, did we ever figure out a name in the meantime? What is our band called, I wonder?
I don't think you're getting any response to that.
Nope, none. That's a between sessions thing.
Okay. I was doing a random name generator, and I found this. I found one which is kind of stupid. Anyway, yeah.
Right. So, I will of course pay you for your efforts.
Mm-hmm.
Would 10,000 seem, as a group, acceptable? Plus, of course, anything you can loot and steal. Because this is a raiding mission.
If we were doing any sort of infiltration, would we be possible to get any of that in advance to as say bribe on your sea capital?
I can probably find my way to give you a grant of that.
Okay, so 4,000 up front, 6,000 when we return.
Yeah.
Seems reasonable to me. What about you two?
Of course, if you cross me and run with the money, then I'll make sure your heads are found on several pikes, several miles away from the rest of you.
Good, ma'am. That would not be very glorious, now would it?
No, but I feel I have to hedge my bets occasionally. Right, do you accept?
Oh, yes, and of course.
Yes.
Yes, we do, I think.
Excellent. Okay, we will make rapid arrangements for your deployment.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's a good place to end the session.
Yep.
I think it is.
We'll see how this works out next time.
Yep. So,
give me one moment.
Infiltration, spying, bringing down stuff. Plenty of options here. Be interesting to see how you actually do it, because you've got quite a few ways of doing this.
We also need a company name for our band, so we can do proper advertising.
All right. So yeah, I'm going to call that there.